If you've ever wondered, what's wrong with me because you don't think about sex every day, pause right there. This video is for you. Because what if I told you that the belief that you should constantly crave sex isn't truth, but pressure? And what if the thing you're labeling as broken is actually a completely normal, healthy part of how your desire works? So many people grow up absorbing the idea that a healthy person, especially a woman, should want sex all the time. Movies, social media, even relationship advice subtly push this message. If you're not constantly in the mood, something must be off. And over time, that message quietly turns into shame. Shame that makes you question your body. Shame that makes you doubt your ability to love. Shame that whispers, "You're not enough." But here's the truth that rarely gets said out loud. Libido is not a personality trait. It's not a moral scorecard. And it is absolutely not a daily obligation. Sexual desire exists on a spectrum, and it changes. It changes with stress, safety, hormones, emotional connection, mental load, self-image, and life seasons. Some people experience spontaneous desire. They feel aroused out of nowhere. Others experience responsive desire. It appears after closeness, touch, emotional safety, or time. Neither is better. Neither is more normal. They're simply different nervous systems responding to the world in different ways. If your mind isn't constantly drifting towards sex, that doesn't mean you're cold, traumatized, or incapable of passion. It might mean your brain is busy keeping you safe, productive, connected, or emotionally regulated. Desire often follows safety, not pressure. And the more you tell yourself you should want sex, the further away desire tends to move. Another hard truth? Many people don't actually want sex. They want validation, closeness, reassurance, or to feel chosen. When those needs go unmet, sex becomes a measuring stick instead of an experience. And suddenly you're not asking, "What do I feel?" but "What's wrong with me?" There's nothing wrong with you. You are not broken because your desire doesn't look like someone else's. You are not defective because your body doesn't perform on command. You are not failing your partner because your libido has rhythm instead of constant intensity. Desire is not a machine. It's a conversation between your body and your emotional world. And here's something important. Forcing yourself to want sex doesn't create desire. It creates disconnection. Real desire grows when you feel safe to say no, when your boundaries are respected, and when you're allowed to exist without being evaluated. Ironically, permission often awakens what pressure kills. If you're in a relationship, this doesn't mean incompatibility. It means communication matters more than frequency. Talking about how desire works for you can be far more intimate than sex itself. And if you're single, this truth matters just as much. Your worth is not tied to how often you fantasize or crave touch. You don't need to fix yourself. You don't need to force desire. You don't need to compare your inner world to someone else's highlight reel. You are allowed to be complex. You are allowed to change. You are allowed to want closeness without constant sexual hunger. And you are allowed to trust that your body is not betraying you. It's communicating. If this message resonated with you, if it lifted even a small weight off your chest, then you belong here. On this channel, we talk honestly about love, desire, attachment, and the quiet truths people are afraid to say out loud. Subscribe to Decode Love if you want deeper understanding instead of shallow advice, and if you want to feel seen instead of judged. And remember this, you are not broken, you're human, and that's more than enough.